Hey guys, it's Angel. Welcome back to Suzuki. Ooh, different name. Let's talk about that name change.
So I got a lot of comments, tons and tons of emails of people saying it was really hard to find our channel and our channel in general and the videos that they're looking for specifically, because they would click off, maybe they're not subscribed or whatever, and then when they finally did find it again, they said when they typed in our garage in the comments, it was tons and tons of other people with updates to their garage, right? So it wouldn't even bring up our channel at the top. Obviously we're not super famous, but this way it's easier to find. It puts us right at the top. There's not a lot of us. There's some other stuff out there, but this one puts us at the top when somebody's searching for us specifically, and make it a lot easier. New Instagram and Facebook page. I'll put links to all those in the description, and you guys can go follow, add, whatever. We're gonna just try to go that way for a while, and I'll get some new shirts made and some cool things and have new logos, and but that's kind of why we made the change. What are we doing this weekend? So, what are we doing this weekend?
This weekend we are replacing the rear springs, and that's probably it this weekend. And then the next couple weekends we'll be on a break because I have to go back to school, unless he wants to work by himself.
So I'll probably be doing shock towers next weekend. I was going to do them this weekend, but I think it'd be easier to do springs with her. A couple of hours will be done, and maybe less. And next weekend I can do shock towers by myself because she doesn't like to weld, so I'll be melting metal together. I guess welding is a nice term for what I do, but I can melt metal together. So let's get to putting these springs on.
Let's get to it.
Swagger down the street with your red lips and funky beat. You better hold your head up to the sky. I'm gonna roll with you till the day I die. Billion by billion, and holding up half the sky.
All right, guys. I learned a couple of things today. One, we already knew GoPros really aren't meant to film full time, but that's what we do. We've used GoPro the entire time we've had a YouTube channel. Very few times have we used our phone. We have a media mod, and we do have external microphones, but it's just a pain in the butt. Like, you have to have the media mod on, all these buttons and things got to plug in places, and extra battery, and it's just a pain in the butt. Like, it's just way too complicated to have all this. So we're gonna probably start exploring some other cameras. GoPro we'll keep using for, you know, if we're going out off-road or car show or something, we want to do something quick, or it's got a lot of air and it's not super slow, because it's good quality picture, and the audio is good too, especially if you use the microphones. But second thing we learned today was I may or may not know how to put shackles on. I think originally when I put these on, does anybody notice anything weird here? I don't know. I think maybe I put them on upside down. You guys tell me if I'm wrong. But regardless, there's a lot of room in the back of this piece here. Like a leaf could collapse on it. And then in the bottom piece that I think you would just use, like, you probably could use this just as like a lift without the missing link piece. But the way that these have like a gusset here is the same thing on the back. I don't know if you guys can tell in there, but it's hitting the leaf spring. So we haven't driven it, and we were looking at it trying to figure out why it was having issues, and we were real high and it wouldn't collapse. And then I realized down in there, it's actually hitting on the axle. So I am going to flip this thing over and see if it will collapse the way it's supposed to. Otherwise, I may just maybe I'll message Zachary at Dr. Z and see if we can get some special made ones for the Bonzeye, because they worked on the old springs just fine because the springs were under, so they never hit them ever. But the way the Bonzeye have that reverse eye, the eye goes down, it causes an issue with this. So just a culmination of things kind of worked out there, but I'm gonna flip them over and then we will see what happens. Well, that was fun. We played with shackles for like an hour trying to get them to work right, and it just looks like we're not going to be able to use the missing link piece, so we just left the shackles. Even upside down, they bound a little bit and didn't end up working. So I'm gonna try to work on the rear shocks tonight, and then we'll do shock towers next weekend.
Okay, so we finished the rear springs. Those are on. Took a while, but that's because the gas tank was in the way. So next we will be welding up shock towers and then putting shocks on both sides. So we'll see you next time.